Hi guys, welcome to Warwickshire Outdoors. Just a short film today to show you a new piece of permission woodland that I've got. I've actually been offered the lease on this small bit of woodland and I'm super excited about it. I brought my brother here, who's a tree expert, to have a look round, and he's suggested some great stuff to actually manage it properly to encourage a bit more biodiversity. Isaac and I have been round to have a look. I'm waiting for the licence agreement to come through, so I'm really excited about it. So we're going to show you around, see what it looks like now. So come and join us and we'll show you around. So guys, we've just come in. This is the first area you come to, isn't it, son?
Yeah.
There's an old corrugated shed up there, which I think used to be, well, it's very old. It's fallen apart, actually. I think they did used to coppice in here many years ago, the area where there's hazel. And there's an indent which runs right down there. It's quite undulating. This is quite a nice flat area here. As you can see, there's lots of dead, dry wood around. Lots of dead standing wood. And the indent goes down there into quite a deep depression down there where there's a dead willow, and then through there's the area where there's some hazel, and then further down there, further on, there's an area which will be great to clear out and have as the camp area. But let's have a look, we'll show you. So here you can see the depression. I should imagine in wet seasons, winter maybe, there might be water running down here, not quite sure, but then it goes really deep down here, and looks like a dead willow. So there's an awful lot of dead wood there, and that's quite deep, that depression, and the tree goes along there. You got this massive piece of dead standing wood here, look at that. So the woodland goes on, I'm not quite sure the size of it, to be honest. About 50 yards that way, maybe a bit more. And you can see that it goes down into that depression there. So we're going to go through here, take it down into that depression.
Let's go.
So as we go down here, we come out into this area. There's a slight, very vague trail running this way. I'm not sure it gets used very much. I've had a look round in this woodland. There's not much evidence of wildlife or no evidence of human activity at all. No litter, no rubbish. If we go up through this way, but you can tell by the state of it, it's just a bit unloved. It just needs a bit of management. This is the area of hazel I was telling you about. Look at this, there's lots, it's brilliant. So this could do with a bit of management. All the hazel here, and perhaps plant a few more sprigs of hazel to encourage it. There's that area down there which is quite flat. That could be a nice camp area. Sounds like somebody's lost their dog in the field next door by the sound of things. So what I'm thinking about doing is where we came from, making a run down here, and clearing out some of the undergrowth, and a run through the hazel area. There's more hazel over there, into the area over here, which we'll just show you now. So guys, that's where we've just come from. We started up there on the high ground, we've come all the way down here, and as we turn around, they've got all this area as well. The undergrowth here is very thick, very matted and really thick, and it's too thick to encourage anything to come in really. This needs some management, and my brother suggested clearing some of this actually, just to encourage a bit more biodiversity into it really. So you can see this undergrowth here is too thick to walk through, but there is another way in just over there. So we're going to come back out of the wood, go down the footpath and then come in there, and we'll show you this area from that angle.
Doesn't seem to want to focus on the whole mushroom.
Just see what you can do. I'm sure it'll be a cool photo. So guys, we were just up there, stood at the edge of the undergrowth over there, so we've come down the footpath and then come back into the opposite end of the wood. And this is quite a large area here, really matted with undergrowth. This hasn't been managed or looked after for a long time. There's some nice dead stumps over there of birch by the looks of things. Lots of dead standing wood again. This is completely dead. So the plan is to have this as the main walkway in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a path in here, clear out some of that central area, leave an edge of undergrowth, and then create runs going up into the other areas. I'm going to try and open up that side because there's a big field and a very large wood just the other side of the field. And just to try and encourage a bit more wildlife in here, particularly deer and stuff. I'll put some bird boxes up and maybe a bat box up on some of the trees. So you can see it's a lovely canopy. The trees and the leaves sound great in this breeze. It's going to be a lovely place to camp. We think about having this as the main camp spot. You got so much choice here. You can bivvy your hammock or do whatever you want, or use other bits of it. And I think the plans are really good, and having somebody like my brother to advise on how to manage woodland is really good. I found the Paul Kirtley blog on how to apply for permission woodland really useful. So basically I based my email on the information in that. I'll put a link to that in the description below if you're on your mobile device or whatever. And I also have been on the Woodland Trust site, and there is quite a lot of advice on how to manage woodland, and they advise about making runs, etc. And a couple of other areas, semicircular areas around the edge. I can't remember what they're called now, and also about coppicing and stuff like that. So I'm super excited. So as soon as the license comes through, I'm going to start doing some work in here, and hope you can join us to see how we progress with that. And we're looking forward to that, aren't we, son?
Of course.
I brought Stephen in here. Stephen's had a look round and super excited, and I've also been in touch with Mark and Steve, who you've probably seen in videos that I've done, and they're very eager to help out as well. There is a footpath which runs quite close to the woodland, and there used to be a fence between the footpath and here. Some of it is still in place, so I'll reinstigate that in places as well, but mainly it's just about trying to just bring a bit of life back to here, which is the most important thing, and encouraging the nature and the wildlife, and that'd be great, wouldn't it, son? So Isaac and I are really pleased you could join us today, just have a look around and see how the plans go, and we'll update you regularly. I don't know how long it'll take for me to formulate all these plans. Perhaps not as long as I thought. Obviously winter is approaching. As I say, I'm just waiting for the license agreement to come through, yeah, super excited about it, so I hope you can join us. Oh, and also put, if I can, I'll put a copy of the email that I sent, leaving out personal details and stuff, just to give you an idea of the sort of things that I put in the email, if you wanted to try and apply for some woodland. But the Paul Kirtley blog one from his webpage is the most important one, which again I'll put an image up or a link. So anyway, enough waffling. Quick film today. Join us soon. Take care, everybody. Bye. Well guys, since it's a Sunday and Isaac and I have been walking around the woods, what better way to finish a Sunday off with something very reverend? And I can't think of anything better than a pint of Reverend James beer. So here's to the good Reverend James. Have a good one, everybody. Bye.
Just as good as going to church.
It's the same as going to church. This is my prayer for the day.